Flop Sweat Podcast.
Floppy, 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 why can't you see? Sometimes your sweat just hypnotize me. And I just want your dirty sweat. I guess that's why you flop. You don't know the intro to Hypnotize?
No.
Biggie?
No.
Biggie, 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 why can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. You haven't?
No.
Hypnotized? Come on. Yeah, you have. You've heard it.
Maybe.
You have. I know you have. One of his biggest hits.
One of Biggie's biggiest?
One of his biggest flops. Because to us, flopping is a good thing.
Yeah.
When we flop, we want to flop hard. I
Damn
want the nation to hear it.
And the nation will hear it. It's the flop heard around the world. Welcome back to Flop Sweat.
Welcome back to Shot Head. The podcast where we talk about guns.
Shot Head.
Shot Head.
No, this is...
You think there's a gun podcast?
There's got to be.
There's got to be a gun. What do you think they call it?
Some vets.
Pop talk? What would be like?
Rifle stifle.
Ooh.
That was off the dome.
Yeah, that's off. This is all off the dome, guys.
Yeah.
By the way, we're not. This isn't a reality show. We don't have.
We're doming
scripts.
hard.
We're doming off the walls.
Yeah.
Or maybe buck talk. You know.
Buck talk. Yeah.
Buck talk.
Buckshot.
Yeah. Buckshot.
Buckshot.
Pepper shot.
Pepper shot.
Buckshot. Buckshot. Pepper shot.
Or maybe gun.
Pepper shot. Pepper shot. Buckshot.
Maybe funnies with gunnies.
Oh.
Maybe it's like a cute little gun podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. And they
Yeah.
only have like cute little sidearms that they wear on their like thighs.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like a little corset, and they got it. Or not a.
Or it's called
a girder. A girder.
Yeah.
Such a funny.
Or no, I got it right here. This is it. Glock talk.
Oh, Glock talk.
Glock
I
talk.
like that.
That's it.
Or AR 15 minutes.
And it's only 15 minute
Minute podcast.
podcast.
And they review a gun 15 minutes and then it's
Holding AR-15s all the time.
Welcome back to AR 15. I'm Stu. This is Rob.
How's it going?
What's up?
Also, if you're listening, make sure to check out our Patreon. We got another gun
Great
podcast
episode.
called Glock Talk. We'll be doing that weekly. So, use our promo code GUNFUN.
We also have another podcast called Explosion Zone. That's where we like to
Blow shit up.
That's kind of where we just get explosives, right?
We don't. There's not really a lot of talking.
There's not a lot of talking, but there's a lot of shooting, a lot of blowing up, a lot of boom boom, kind of stuff like that.
If you're into the good conversation, the explosive ones maybe is not the podcast for you. But if you
not at all what you want to hear, but
if you like having your eardrums blown out with big sounds,
if you like ringing and hitting 150 decibels, then sure, we can do that.
then
for
tune
you.
in every Tuesday.
If you like PTSD from the war, we'll provide that for you. We got the sounds for it. But me and my boy, we got to run down to Bass Pro. We got to re-up on our gunpowder and
Get some ammunition.
some ammo,
Yeah.
some nition.
I think I was telling you, I was like, if I was a gun guy and because ammunition's expensive.
Oh my god!
Like if I let somebody
Yeah.
shoot my gun, I'd be like, oh, there's $2.95 right there for that bullet. Like,
All right, so you want to Venmo me?
you want to Venmo me for that shot?
Okay, so just $2.50 a shot.
That was a whole clip. That was like $15.
Dude, you went through my 30. I'm all out of 22s. I'm feeling I'm shooting 22s.
That's their intro.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be actually good.
It'd be funny if we had if we were playing characters doing a separate podcast. That would be funny.
That would be.
But bad news, this is the last flop we can record for a while.
But great news.
Great news, I'm out of this bitch. No.
But we'll be doing our own things.
We'll be doing our own things. I'm moving back to Los Angeles.
He's moving back dirty little City of Angels with
City of
with
Angels.
the vid,
Yep.
with the coves.
Found a super nice house. So I'm excited. I'll be leaving in a little bit less than a week. I'm going to get there and
Get there, torque on the city.
to work on the city, get settled in before the summer.
Get settled in before the heat wave rolls in.
But my school that I go to, the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, the most pretentious name, will
Most pretentious person.
we will I think start back up classes in the fall, so I'll get
Start
up there.
back up classes.
But you're gonna visit me in the summer.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be great, and we'll probably do a flop out there.
Well, yeah, we'll probably get a flop going. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Yeah. So this
big
is
news.
this isn't our farewell. This is our see you later pod.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
more like, all right, we're reconvening
Yeah.
pod.
So, and it's Cinco de Mayo.
It's Cinco de Cuatro.
Happy Cinco de Quatch. What? Cinco de Quatro. That's Cinco.
I was kidding. That's the 4th.
Devin.
Happy April Fools, everyone. Merry
Ah.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
There should be more prank holidays other than April Fools. Are you okay?
What's wrong?
Yucky.
Seltzer on my chin.
Yucky seltzer.
I get seltzer on my chin.
This is
Truly's?
truly,
Can we shout? Truly,
Truly, genuinely-
truly one of the best ads we've done.
truly, genuinely seltzer.
Splendus. Splenda. Splendid.
Got our first sponsorship at Splenda. Don't really use their product, but
They sent us like 15,000 packages of Splenda. We don't want it.
so if you guys know of a way we could sell that,
If you have old people in the family who kind of have bad cholesterol,
if they're out of packets, we got more than enough.
yeah, if they need to re-up on their Keurig pods, let us know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got
What
a
if we
bunch
got
of
flop pods?
flop pods.
Like our own
Coffee?
like, Keurig pod.
That would be so sick. That'd be really
Shout
cool.
out Keurig. Shout out Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. Shout out Aaron Pike, my uncle, who works for them, is a sommelier. If you know anyone who wants to do a new coffee flavor, let us know. Cause
Shout out Duncan.
shout out Duncan on West Broad.
Shout out Duncan. These nuts on your chin.
Shout out Duncan for letting me go dumpster diving after hours and getting all the day old donuts. Thank you guys. You've been
It
absolutely.
was worth it.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
You got me like 15,000 munchkins. So.
And I get
yeah.
legally we have to say this. Shout out to Charlie D'Amelio.
Shout out Dixie.
Shout out Dixie. It's just it's our Duncan contract. If we're signed
Yeah,
with them,
right,
we have to
right.
shout them out too.
Also, shout out Florida Georgia Line. You guys have been great.
And you know what? Fuck
Florida-
it. Shout
yeah.
out Mumford and Sons.
Yeah, Mumph. Let's get Mumph on here.
Um.
You think Mumford has sons?
Yeah.
My name's Mumford. I have 2 boys. This is our band.
They'd be pissed if they started the band and they have daughters.
Mumford and Girls.
Mumford and Lassies.
Mumford and Daughters.
Mumford and Lassies is a cool band name. Folk band name.
You think? Mumford and Lassies?
Mumford and Sons flows better, but
Great, yeah.
you know what's also crazy about band names? Imagine Dragons. I heard this.
Imagine this.
We can maybe fact check this later, but
Yeah, well, I mean...
the significance of the Imagine Dragons band name is that apparently if you scramble the letters in Imagine Dragons,
Oh, boy.
it is something else. But only the band members know what that something else is.
It's not true. They're probably all dyslexic, so they wouldn't like feel good about naming
Yeah.
their band something.
Imagine Braggens.
Imagine bracket. I don't. Yeah. What? So scrambling the entire name, not just imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what do you mean scramble?
Like if you laid out like Scrabble pieces that spell out
Right,
Imagine
right.
Dragons, if you
I mean,
rearrange,
you have half the alphabet there, so of course you could make something else with it.
so maybe that's a good cushion of secrecy.
You
for
know
them.
how many other words we could probably make with flop sweat?
I don't know.
We could probably make more than you think.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're interested in that, please,
Just send us a list. There's
Yeah,
probably a
send-
website.
yeah, send us a list of like all the things that I'm getting burpy.
Mm-hmm.
But send us everything. We want you guys to send us anything.
Yeah.
So
I had another political question for you.
I was gonna ask you something not political. Actually, take it back. Very political. But
Okay.
you
Mine's
go first.
super political too.
All right, good.
Would you rather fuck Peach or Daisy?
Peach.
And you got to take into account how it affects the marriage between Luigi and Mario. Knowing that one of them comes
Right.
on to you, you have options. Both sisters come on you. They're sisters?
No,
Stepsisters?
no. I don't think they're related. I think they're just like good friends.
Roommates?
They're just like princess friends, you know.
Yeah.
Like like she's the Duke of Wessex. Like she's the Earl
Wessex?
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like that, where it's like royal family. Oh, like we're all tight. Like
Yeah.
oh, that's your.
I know her lineage. Like,
Yeah.
our families go way back. Like,
Yeah.
we're cool.
Like
me and Daisy.
Yeah, I spent a night in the West Wing of her castle, like that kind of stuff.
I feel like Daisy's more tan.
I think Daisy.
She's more exotic.
No, Daisy.
Yeah, right?
Oh, that's what I meant. I was getting them confused.
You're getting yeah.
Yeah, Daisy, she's the one in the orange.
Mhm.
Peach is pink.
Yeah.
I think Daisy is more exotic.
And not to shit on Peach.
No, not to, but she's too basic.
She's too basic.
Blonde hair, blue eyes,
We've seen
twig
it.
body,
We've seen it. And
blue-eyed blondie. We've seen it.
blue-eyed blondie.
Blue-eyed and blonde, she's my D.
She's my Peach.
She's my Peach.
Capiche?
Alopecia?
That's what I would say to if Peach was my spouse. I'd say if we ever had a fight, I'd be like, okay, Capiche?
Capiche.
Somebody, that's a good joke. Write that down.
Hey, can we get, Jamie, write
Can
that
we get
down.
our writers?
So my question for you, that's also really political,
Yeah.
is if you had to marry one supermarket chain, who would it be? I would marry Whole Foods probably.
Oh yeah, they were talking about this on Hey Babe.
Yeah. And it
Shout
got
out to
me
Hey Babe
thinking.
podcast.
Shout out Hey Babe. Sal and Chris, you guys are the funniest motherfuckers we know.
And we know they're watching.
And yeah, they're
watching.
They're watching us.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy to know that they're
Yeah,
watching
like their
us.
eyes are on us right
Like
now.
they're literally sitting in their house.
Yeah.
Sal, look at us.
Sal?
Don't
Eyes
break
up
eye
here.
contact.
Does Steph
Eyes
know?
up
Does Steph? Oh.
The Steph. Hey,
Chrissy?
my eye line's up here. You're looking at the titties. You're looking at the biddies and the titties. I want you on my baby greens.
And you know how I know?
I want you on my celery green eyes.
You know how I know they're watching? Because I got the detective hat on.
Oh, you
I'm
got
Sherlock Holmes, baby. There's nothing I can't figure out.
It's actually a deer stalker cap. You know why they call it that? Deer stalker.
Oh, because deers are so fucking dumb. They don't know.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
where your head is.
But who?
So they're looking at you from behind and like, oh, that's it. Like,
I will get to your question, but I just want to break that down. How do they know deers look at the brim of a baseball cap and they're like, "Oh, that's a human facing me." Like, how do they understand hats if they don't understand? That's the back of my
Right.
head. That's not a face.
I don't think they understand hats. I think it's too much going on.
It throws them off, so they
they're
freeze.
like, okay, they're like, wait, and they're trying to figure out where the front of your body is.
Is that a snapback?
Yeah,
Is it
they're
a
like, okay? So it's wool, it's lined,
Mhm.
winter cap,
Yeah.
and they're starting to piece all this together. Like maybe
Like,
it's
okay.
GQ, H&M,
Yeah.
G-Star Raw. Is that
Yeah,
an American
they
Eagle
might be doing
cap?
a Vogue shoot.
Yeah, Vogue shoot in the Canadian wilderness.
Yeah.
Just in British Columbia with nothing but elk
Yeah.
left alone.
And the deer's got to be like, hold on, wait a second.
Wait, what time is
Is
it?
it winter?
Hey guys.
No. Well, then why is he wearing that? And the whole time that they're frozen, boom, they get
Hey, wait. This is grazing season,
an
right?
arrow in the larynx
Or just a shattered tibula,
yeah,
a cracked sternum.
a few rounds in the hip.
They're getting a few gut punches right to the liver.
They're down and they're never saying bye to their family again.
Just got punched in the liver 8 times. Okay, so what store? Who are you?
If I could marry a store, so
Like, what brand do you most associate yourself with? Where do you see yourself? Think about the amenities the store offers. Think about
this is just any.
any store. The reason why I say the hot bar is one of my favorite things there. The meat department is excellent. Okay, shout out meat department.
Right. And you worked at Whole Foods.
Yeah, I worked at Whole Foods, so I have a little bit of knowledge.
Beef assistant Devin.
I was meat clerk Devin.
Meat clerk Devin.
Meat clerk.
Yeah.
So I'm making the sausage. But the thing I like about Whole Foods is that I know what I'm getting in each of my ingredients.
You know how the sausage is made.
I know. Yeah,
Precisely.
bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo, Manning. Yeah. So
I just realized you still have the Cuban hat on.
I took it off, put it back on.
You look like Lin-Manuel
I
Miranda.
bet I do.
I was saying that
In the Heights.
he looks like he's
Yeah.
in the Heights.
You were saying if we were to name a sequel of In the Heights, it'd be Out of the Heights.
way out of the Heights.
Yeah. Moving out of the Heights.
No Way Home to the Heights. Spider-Man, No Way Home to the Heights.
Spider-Man in the slumps. That's what it would be. Yeah, what's the opposite of height? Short?
Shorts.
In the shorts.
In the shorts.
The man in the board shorts.
No, but I don't know. I think I would maybe get married to because you're going with food, so you're more.
Not even food, but the quality of everything there. I know that I'm not. Here's when I buy a product from Whole Foods, this is what I'm not getting. I'm not getting scammed.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any GMOs. I'm not getting any artificial flavors. I'm not getting any preservatives. I'm not getting any red dye. I'm not getting any
Yeah.
all the junk.
I think
No high fructose corn syrup. None of that.
I think I know. I would maybe go with.
But they don't have a gas station.
I would maybe go with Costco.
Yeah, Kirkland is on top of their shit.
Yeah, Costco is.
They have everything.
And you know what?
I'm not a member though.
It's a little bit exclusive.
Yeah,
like you can't get in if you don't have a card. They'll check your card at the door. Excuse me.
This is a Walmart card.
A demon just erupted out of me through that burp.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucifer, be gone.
Back in there. Get back in there.
No, why would you want him back? You're
'Cause-
inviting the devil back in?
No, I said get back in there. It's because I'm podcasting right now. I don't want the.
But what if he's already trying to get out? Would you just want to fully expel
I'll just tell him not
him?
now. Not now.
Hey, Lucy, not a good time, buddy.
I'll let you know when we're done.
Look, I want you gone as much as I mean,
Hey man, I get it.
you need your own place. You're 18
Listen,
now.
demons, you can whisper all the shit you want to me.
Listen, sweet D. You could stay inside my body, but
Sweet demons in the back of my mind telling me the worst things about myself. Listen, I get it. I know.
I know I'm a shit person.
Just shut up for right now.
I got beans in my head.
I got beans.
I got beans in my bed, and they.
No, but yeah, I would go with Costco.
Yeah.
Because they got gas. It's exclusive.
Yeah, they got gas.
And you know what?
And that's why I was a little bit leaning towards Krog, because they're coming a long way.
Mm.
They had their own organic line, and I'm like, good for you. Simple truth. I like that.
I like Costco's colors. And they're a little
What's
bit
their color? Red?
red,
Red?
and maybe blue.
Maybe a little touch of blue here and there.
It's fine colors.
Yeah, they're they're primary colors.
Yeah, no complaints. I think that
Yeah.
it's just it's like, you know, they've got really good pizza there
It's
for no
bulk.
reason. It's bulk. It's like
Yeah, Firebirds. Don't shout out Firebirds. Shout out Whole Foods again with their pizza oven, wood-fired brick pizza oven.
Yeah.
Some of the best slices I've had.
Whole Foods is a good choice. They're very elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their bakery.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Costco also has samples. It's like one of the few places that have samples.
We
I
don't
don't know
do-
with COVID anymore.
We don't do that at the Whole.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that at the big foods.
Nah.
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 You gotta buy it. We are overpriced. We're stingy.
But it's all healthy,
quality.
attractive young people.
Yeah.
Or old,
That's all hot people coming straight from the ACAC.
or attractive old people.
Most of the old people there, they're ripped. They're doing keto diet. They got
Sal Volcano's dad probably shops at Whole Foods.
Sal Volcano's dad. He's at the AMP getting mugged.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. No, but
Yeah.
he's probably
He's
Whole
fucking
Foods
body
guy.
slamming a
Yeah.
dude in aisle 6.
Literally.
Yeah.
Kidney shots.
But yeah, I think Costco's a good choice because it's quantity sometimes over quality, but there still is quality because of such a quantity.
Exactly.
I get my allergy medication from there. I get like Zyrtec kind of little pills. It comes with 365 tablets. It's a year supply
Get out.
of allergy meds for $15. A year supply? Doesn't that sound
Get
so
out. A year
abundant?
supply for one nasally little boy.
For one nasally little boy.
Yeah, who can't control his mucus production.
$15, $20 purchase. It's covered for the year.
$15 a pop.
Yeah, the whole calendar year.
Whole full sun rotation.
The Mayans were like, yeah, no, that checks out.
Okay, yeah, no.
No, yeah, that's a year.
Is that a leap year? Okay.
Not a leap. No, we're good. Yeah,
He's covered.
He should be fine.
If it's a leap year, it'll be for something, but
He might need a re-up, but yeah.
End of the year, maybe another re-up, but you have to take allergy meds every day.
Oh,
year round?
That's the thing is because, well, my allergies are different in California. I didn't grow up
Right.
with the vegetation there. I haven't developed
Then
certain
eat their
allergies.
veggies.
I don't eat veggies, period.
Yeah.
That's a joke. I do eat some. But cheese and fucking mac and cheese and just chocolate milk and cheese
pizza and then chocolate milk. And right after that, another cheese pizza from Domino's. And then cheese
a nutritionist at some point.
And then garlic sauce.
um
Right after that, dip in it. And then I fucking dip it in there. And then
dip it in there.
No, yeah.
Stick it, dip it.
I eat like shit.
Me too.
um,
But it's all. Last night I had bacon, cheese fries, and tortellinis for dinner.
tortellini's good. Tortellinis?
Tortellini. Well, I mean, tortellini. It's just bread and cheese. That's all it is. It's not
Pasta and cheese.
Yeah, carbs, bread. If it's dough, eggs, flour, I'm like, it's bread.
Oh, I didn't know that you categorized that. If it's in a loaf, then it's bread to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do it. I'm like, if it's because it's all the same shit.
You just refer to pasta as bread.
The only thing they don't have in there is yeast. So it's like you're not making it rise like bread. But it's still like rise bread.
Rise.
Rise like bread. No, but you know,
Yeah.
like that's why pasta it's a little bit more what's it, dense.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Je ne sais pas.
Je ne sais pas.
I love fake
A
French.
certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. What is that from Beauty and the Beast?
Famous lines from Beauty and the Beast.
Josh Gad, I think, says that to Gaston.
I haven't seen Josh Gad is Gaston.
No, he's not. He's LeFou.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Luke Evans
Oh
is
yeah. I was like,
Josh Gad
is Gaston. Yeah, I was like, I'm getting my characters. mixed
Casting agent makes a mistake. They're like, oh, I think we
Fuck.
wanted you for... No, yeah, I mean, that's fine. You can take on the role.
Wait, we already shoot?
He gets ripped. Dude, people shit on the Beauty and the Beast movie. I fucking love it.
I haven't seen the live action one since it came out, but it was great from what I remember.
Over $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah, over $1 billion. They made a hot buck off that.
Yeah, well,
movie.
they did it in different languages. So.
Yeah, that's true. But I have to say the original's still better. I still like the animation better.
It's hard to compare because
No, you think? Why?
if there were multiple live action
I don't.
Beauty and the Beast movies, because it's the original, obviously it's better.
I wouldn't want multiple live action. That would be bad.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast 2, what would it be about? They're fucked up kids.
It wouldn't be a sequel, but if they just tried to do it again.
Oh, yeah. That would be even worse.
I think the cast was perfect. I thought Luke
yeah.
Evans was perfect for Gaston. Josh
Perfect-
Gad was
yeah,
born
perfect
to be
cast.
LeFou. Emma Watson, she...
Born to be LeFou.
Ever since age 6, they knew
Josh, we saw it in you.
he'd be cast in a live-action Beauty and the Beast as LeFou.
Beauty and the Beast.
I think Emma Watson was an all right choice. Maybe there could have been a better actress for
I liked
Belle.
her.
I thought she did fine. People shat on her. They shat upon her singing because they had to do a lot of like audio work and maybe some auto tune. But the thing is, it's the face that sells. And if you really listen for it, then maybe you'll hear the audio.
Well, that's
whatever.
that's the reason why I like the magic of the animated one better was because one, it's animated, so you're not like they couldn't do this because it's live action. Like
Yeah.
they were able to do everything because it's a magical.
But don't you have to hold it to a lower standard if it's live action, knowing that they can't do all the stuff that animation can do?
I don't think I have to hold it to a lower standard. I just think it. I don't know. I mean, the animation is beautiful for what they were able to do in the 90s. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still to this day like groundbreaking, like state of the art.
Because it's
And
like
it's
what's
Pixar.
It's like what's better, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or the best Spider-Man?
Spider-Man with the Spider-Verse.
I think that's
The best Spider-Man movie.
because
ever.
it's the most.
Literally just like detailed, layered, just action-packed, just most well thought out, well scripted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Miles Morales' story, dude. Ugh. But back to Beauty, the singing is where they really captured me because the animated one, that's all like Broadway performers.
Yeah,
Like they're all like down.
They are all Broadway. They're all very vocally trained.
Yeah. So that's why you're like, oh my god, like.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Emma Watson, she's not gonna sound like Adele, but like she tried her best.
Adele's the beast.
Oh my god, she'd be great in everything. I think Luke Evans
Killed it.
killed it. He was the perfect amount of like arrogant, and I don't know. I thought
Really sounded good.
he sounded great. He had a great deep voice. He hit the notes of Gaston really well.
The beast performer was the best.
He was great. Dan
Smithers.
Dandy
Chiggins.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dandy Chiggins was great.
I mean, he killed it. His solo.
And who was his supporting? Ricky Tikki Bobby Bobbin?
Yeah, Ricky Tikki Bobby.
So supporting actor, I think he got nominated. Ricky Tikki Bobby Bobbin.
Producer Cranges.
Producer was Courageous McBasketball.
Choreographer was one Damien Crucifix plate. I mean,
and who directed it? Was it Aunt Tim?
Oh, Aunt Tim, yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
Tim.
That was the best.
Colonel Indiana Longnuts. That one's so good too.
Dude,
is there a colonel in the building? Okay.
Nothing brings me more pure joy than watching Impractical Jokers. Than watching Sal Vulcano just collapse
piss his
in laughter.
Pants, literally having to hold on to Q.
Yeah.
From his
just
also,
tackling
Sal,
Murr.
We have watched all the seasons of Impractical. I think I have.
Yeah.
I've gone through every season.
Of imp jokes.
Of dirty little imp jokes from Game of Thrones.
Your little imp jokes, not funny.
They didn't cut it. Okay, Tyrion.
No, yeah, Impract Jokers, or I guess they just call it Jokers.
It should be more. It should be Practical Jokers because I feel like you guys are very practical. I don't think your jokes are impractical.
No, they're practical.
Yeah, they're very practical.
I mean,
it's just improv. It's very practical.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Practical what you're doing to people.
Dude, nothing like there isn't a better job than what Joe, Sal, Q, and Murr have. Like, imagine doing public pranks, dying laughing with your best
friends from high school,
and you're paid.
You're all improv comedians, and you have your own TV show, and you go through New York City.
Yeah.
To some of the most iconic spots in the world. Yeah, and you make improv, and you make people die laughing.
It's unbelievable.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
And you just get to eat food.
Yeah, dude. The amount of food I've seen them eat, you guys make me sick. Shoving your faces with fucking cannolis and Chinese lo mein, parm subs and stuffed
chicken parms,
goat-filled chicken breast and
it's disgusting.
Hand-rolled oats and thick pastrami sandwiches with a hot cup of coffee.
But Sal, and if you watch the Hey Babe podcast, Sal and Chris are very cognizant of their diet. And,
oh my God, yeah.
And they're on each other's ass for it.
Which I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to be on each other's diets.
Yeah, I know. I need to see a nutritionist but I'm scared.
Why?
Because I feel like if I
don't want to see a nutritionist.
If a
nutritionist.
I feel like if I told a nutritionist what I'd eat, they'd be like, "You're kidding. Like, this is a joke."
No, I bet they get that all the time. Why do you think they're you think a nutritionist, they're helping out people who have healthy diets? No, they're getting the worst clients. Yeah. They're getting the worst, just most horrible eating people.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be anything. You're like, just a regular white,
Yeah. The thing is, I have a lot of food allergies. I'm allergic to nuts.
That's true.
And shellfish. I can eat salmon, I think, but basically all nuts I'm allergic to. And
you know what? Let's do that for Patreon. Watch Keegan eat salmon.
Yeah.
Or I'll do
I'll microdose nuts.
Yeah.
And build up my tolerance.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. We gotta do
just EpiPen in the thigh.
Yeah.
Did I tell that story?
Yes.
On the first podcast, or
maybe
of me having an allergic reaction in Cancun? I don't think so.
In Cancun.
This is like my This is like, it's sad because it happened to me when I was like 5.
This is go-to.
But it's one of my most interesting stories that I tell because there's not a lot of interesting shit that's happened to me. But I was in Cancun on a vacation with my family. I was 5 years old. It was gorgeous.
I was in Jumanji.
And I was in Wakanda.
Me and my family did a little vacation.
But I've got a nut allergy, and I think my brother ate peanut butter with
a butt allergy.
My brother ate peanut butter with his waffles or something for breakfast. And which
Kenny knows how to fucking do breakfast.
Never heard of that combo.
He knows how to, because you're a nut guy. You got a big nut aloe.
Yeah, but they don't do it to out me. Like, they don't eat nuts and be like,
Well, I don't think that's what it is. But you wouldn't try that's weird to you because you wouldn't try because you're allergic to nuts.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm like, oh, I've done that before.
It was an accident. So I ate off of my brother's fork. So
why?
So also it happened when I was 5. So maybe it didn't happen exactly like this. This is how I remember it.
Also, why take your 5-year-old to Cancun?
It was my dad had business.
Why take your kid on a business trip?
Because he had to be there for a while. He could afford to take the whole family. It's Cancun. It's tropical. It's pretty. I got to hold a big-ass iguana and wear a swim shirt. And I got to sit in a wave pool.
my son was 5, staying at home with the nanny.
Yeah. You want to leave your kids at home and your wife?
I'm kidding.
Hey. Well, don't kid about vacations.
But don't make fun of Ken's decisions.
Because I almost fucking died. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, if I went on a business trip, I would be like, oh, this is my time to get away from the family. I have a whole week in Cancun.
When you have a family, you'll want to fucking take them on your business trips.
That's true.
But I think I'll also want like a lone vacation kind of
yeah.
thing. But anyways,
well, it's not a vacation; it's a business trip. But anyway, finish your story. I'm sorry.
He still got the time. He still got time to spend
Yeah.
time with us. Yeah. So we're on this trip and breakfast time. Didn't think I'd have to sleep with one eye open, looking out for nuts, eating at the hotel breakfast, whatever. So
Really?
I ate off my brother's fork. It had peanut butter on it. I don't think it was drenched with peanut butter, but it had enough.
Right. To do you over.
To do me over.
So you weren't at all concerned. You're in a foreign country.
And I'm not at 5 years old being like, excuse me, by the way, do you use nut products? Because I have an allergy. Like, I'm not.
Right.
So it's a little bit on
Really?
my parents.
And you.
And me.
And you.
But I wasn't.
Don't completely, you are 5.
I'm 5.
You are 5.
I'm not looking out for my allergy.
No, of course. You're not thinking like that.
I'm just reacting and eating whatever's put in front of me.
Mary's got to get on top of that.
Yeah, I don't think Kenny was like, yeah, I'll have the waffles with peanut butter. Like, it's probably just whatever.
Wait, how did he get peanut butter at a hotel?
I don't know.
Did you guys bring peanut butter with you?
I don't think
on
so.
On the plane, TSA checked you with a jar of
and they're like
Saratoga.
Shout
out Saratoga.
Shout out Saratoga.
We want our own flavor. Flop.
But I won't try it because I have a nut allergy.
I'll try it for him.
But I ate off of his fork, had an allergic reaction, and I had an EpiPen with me. My mom brought, my EpiPen, and I started reacting, and my face swelled up. I had hives. I probably looked like Will Smith in the movie Hive. Or not the movie Hive.
Hitch.
Movie Hitch.
Yeah, Hive.
The movie Hive. No, in the movie Hitch when he's swelled up.
In the movie Hive, where he breaks out in hives.
I had hives.
What if that was the whole plot of the movie? Will Smith breaks out in hives in the movie Hives.
Their target audience is just people with allergies.
Yeah.
No, so it was like a dangerous situation. I was like, blew up. Just probably like. So they rushed me. They rushed me to the ER.
Peanut butter.
They rushed me to the ER.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
I have a nut allergy.
I can't talk. Happy man.
Yeah, me at 5. I was like, what's happening here? No, again, I this is what I remember. And this is also what was relayed to me at a later age when I was able to retain more memory. So this is my you know what? No.
You know what? No.
This is what happened. So just think this.
Think this.
I was rushed to the ER. I'm 5 years old. I'm in Cancun, Mexico. I'm
in San Diego, Mexico.
On the brink of death, right?
Brink of death.
And so
he's flatlining.
Apparently, none of the doctors at this ER spoke English. They only spoke Spanish. Yeah. You'd think maybe one of them is like, oh, if we have tourists, like we can speak English.
Maybe.
So
yeah, that's true.
My mom handed them my EpiPen, was like, whatever, my son is having an allergic reaction. They throw me on this metal table like I'm at the vet, and I'm just like on my stomach,
camera.
like spread out, and they like move the light.
Camera, needle.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? And my mom's like trying to explain in English how to use the EpiPen.
So Keegan,
because there was a language barrier.
We're gonna strap you down.
She was playing charades as her son was dying. And
would you have died?
Yeah, if they didn't get medication in me.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
My lungs would have closed
collapsed.
up. Yeah, not collapsed. Just they would have swollen up.
Yeah. And collapsed.
But it's it was a scary thing. But yeah, I'm on this table.
My lungs would have fallen.
And my mom's like EpiPen. And she handed them
Epi?
Because the EpiPen comes with 2 for emergencies.
Por favor, please stick my son.
Yo necesito injection.
Puedo ir al baño? I need to pee.
Puedo usar el sacapuntas.
Puta.
Puta. They say that to my mom because she's being really
Dumb puta.
Just really prejudiced. No. She was trying to explain to them in English how to use the EpiPen.
Where did he go?
So, yeah, and Dwight.
Yeah.
The Mexican doctor took the EpiPen and like hit the button or whatever, and the needle or the medicine just like fell out onto the floor.
Oh no!
Because he was like, "How do I use it?" and just hit the thing, and it fell out. And so my mom was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
Why didn't your mom just administer it to you?
I don't know. She wasn't like, "Hey, can I use this room to stab my son with an
wouldn't she? Why?
She assumed they were doctors.
Can't you just do it at you couldn't just do it at the restaurant?
I don't know. She might have been panicking. I don't remember how close this.
I would just done it at the restaurant.
Yeah.
I would just or the hotel.
She probably was trying to see how much I was reacting to it, and then once it got bad, she probably took me to the ER. But
just want to let it sit, fester for a little while, really grow.
First EpiPen dose gone. It's on the floor. The guy fucked it up. The second one. My mom's
How many did you have? How many loads?
It comes with 2 in the pack.
Okay.
The second one, my mom was like explaining like in the thigh, like you got to do the outer thigh. All of a sudden, my pants are ripped down, so now my butt is out on this cold metal table, like I'm a dog that was found hit on the road. Not that they pulled dogs' pants.
He's got hip dysplasia.
But I was like, okay, wow, my butt is out. Like, what's happening? And he put it in my ass cheek. He put it right in my butt cheek. He put the EpiPen in my butt cheek. And it's not as accessible, I feel like, to inject the medicine through.
Does it go in the outer or inner thigh?
It's supposed to go in the outer thigh.
Okay.
And he put it in my butt. My mom never said, but.
Have you ever had to use it again?
No.
Your Epi?
I haven't. I've had an allergic reaction, but I took a Benadryl and then I was okay.
Popped a Benny, all good.
Benny and I was chilling.
Benny, one truly, I was out.
But yeah, so I have a needle in my ass. Saves my life.
Wow.
Traumatizing, I think.
They saved you though.
They saved me.
Mexico saved you.
I was born. Yeah.
Cancun
I was reborn.
saved you. Yeah.
Yeah.
They pulled you from the brink.
Yeah. I talked to God.
Did you see anything? Were you flatlining?
It felt like I was in the middle of nowhere on a glass on a metal table.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like my go-to story. I know I really prolonged it, but that's my go-to story.
No, it's a great story.
Yeah. You say as you yawn.
Oh, it's great.
Oh yeah, great story.
Oh yeah, no, super entertaining.
Is it over?
Oh, so that's it?
Yeah.
Spill it all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a go-to story. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing. I've never done anything that. Oh, I guess my car.
That's probably your go-to
That's
story?
my go-to.
Yeah.
The car.
Great first podcast.
GTA. I mean, everyone loves hearing that. But, I put that on my Hinge profile.
That you've been arrested for Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, it was like believe it or not, like the prompt, that's what it said. Like, believe it or not, I said I was arrested for Grand Theft Auto. Nobody has.
But you weren't tried for Grand Theft.
I wasn't tried or convicted.
Won my case, thank God.
I had a great lawyer. Shout out Troutman.
Shout out Better Call Saul. No.
Shout out Troutman, Dumfries, and Sanders. Thank you guys so much.
Johnson, and Johnson.
Shout out the Johnson Pfizer Moderna vaccine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably my go-to. But on Hinge, you can click a prompt and like it and leave a comment. Nobody's liked that prompt. Nobody's commented on it. My most commented one, I have a picture that you sent me, and it's these two ladies choking each other, and one's like laughing, and they're just getting like choked out. And the prompt says, "Dating me will look like," and then it's a woman getting choked out, and she's like,
"That's
smart.
funny." That's funny.
Everyone comments on that one, and they're like, when can you choke me, daddy?
And you're like, whoa.
I'm like, I can do it tonight.
I can put a noose around your neck tonight.
Choking session at 8. That's what I always say.
You had any success on Hinge?
A few. People bore me on there.
Yeah, I got off dating apps.
I don't like texting. I just want to go right. I like meeting people in person.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell where you stand.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're like, oh, like he's really funny, like I like his joke, or like, oh, you're confused. Like,
yeah, your
tone comes across different on text.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's a big reason I got like after I had gone through a breakup.
Like seeing hot girls though.
Yeah.
I like I'm like, oh,
it gets you desensitized though, because you look at these hot girls only for the only for sex, and only
sadly,
it's only
sadly,
based.
Sorry,
Sadly, but it's true with Tinder.
it's true.
Everything
and
is based off
Not
attraction.
that women aren't thinking it.
You're never like, wow, this personality.
I mean, how many girls are really on Tinder looking for the next guy, like the next one?
A lot.
You think?
Yeah, but
they're looking for like a long term.
And you know what? We're not trying to yuck your yum.
No,
we're not trying to. If that's the way you go about, different copes for different folks.
But
if that's the way you want to go about finding your next partner is through Tinder and through a sexual experience or something.
People used to go to the bar and find their partner.
That's how they did it in the olden days.
Olden days, my mom would go to the club and.
Your mom would go to the club.
Go to the club, biggest, hottest, rip.
Yeah.
That's the guy. He's the bull moose.
That's him.
He's the bull. He's the rhino.
Yeah.
All the other guys, they're not competing with him.
No.
He's pumping his chest out.
Pumping.
I mean.
And your mom's like, "You want to get out of here?
Want to do coke?
Let's go to the bathroom.
I got a fresh line." You know what my mom told me recently?
No way.
It's about to blow your balls off.
No, she didn't.
Are your balls attached?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're there.
Okay. Can we just... We should probably have 911 on speed dial.
Yeah. No, my balls are there.
Okay, good. All right, just hold on to them. Crazy story. So, my dad, he was low-time drug dealer, drug addict. And he had... So, my mom worked... So, basically, this guy that my dad worked with, his name was, I believe... Let's just call him Cliff.
That's a good name. Cliff.
Let's call him Cliff.
Cliff.
So Cliff, him and my dad, they had an agreement. My dad was kind of his like supplier. And I think Cliff was like a bigger shark in the Glen Allen.
A kingpin, if you will.
A kingpin, if you will. Yeah, I like that. He was like he was the reef shark in the Richmond Reef.
Yeah. Not to put Cliff on this higher pedestal than he maybe was on.
Yeah,
but.
Cliff is nothing. He's a low time piece of shit. I don't want to call anyone out.
But he was a kingpin.
Whatever.
Yeah. So
Cliff and my dad, they were buddies, and Cliff had a wife that worked with my mom at Wachovia. So that's how let's say Cliff's wife, Cliff and Mia. Okay? My mom and Mia, they were good friends at Wachovia. They worked together, and Mia had suspected that Cliff was cheating. Okay, so Mia went to my mom because they were good friends, and Mia was like, "Hey, like, do you know anything about this?" And Cliff told my dad that, "Hey, I am cheating on Mia. Don't tell fucking anyone, or I'll kill you." And so my dad told my mom that. My mom didn't say anything to Mia. And my mom was like, "No, like, I don't think he's cheating on you," knowing full well that he is cheating on her. So my mom was like, "No, like he's not cheating. Like, whatever. I think he's just going out late at night."
So now, oh my God. So
it's a web of lies. Okay. So Mia, she then finds out like a week later that Cliff is in fact cheating. Okay. And so Mia goes to my mom and is like, "What the fuck? Like, you didn't tell me, like, blah, blah, blah." Like, and my mom was like, Cliff, like, told Josh, my dad, and was like, Cliff said not to tell anyone, or, like, he would kill us. Like, Cliff was, like, threatening us. Like, we weren't going to tell. Like, and she was like, my mom was like, "I didn't really know the full situation." She was like, "I only heard it from Josh. Like, I didn't know anything about it." And she was like, "This is fucking bullshit." She's like, "Fuck you." She's like, "You're fucking dead." She's like, "You're dead." And she, like, ran to Cliff.
So now death threats from both spouses.
Death threats from Cliff and Mia to my parents. Okay,
they did not ask for.
Okay,
they're just trying to keep a secret.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep a secret that Cliff is running around cheating with other women.
Yeah,
and fucking behind Mia's back.
This is a crazy story, so
right?
Far.
Okay. My dad and my mom at the time, they were living in this townhouse in Richmond. Like really shitty Richmond. Like they were living off of, oh my God, they were living off of Hull Street. Do you know Hull Street?
Sure.
It's like past Midlothian, like pretty ghetto kind of area.
Yeah, it's pretty rundown.
It's pretty rundown, kind of the projects.
Yeah. And
that was like their first townhouse together that they got. And my mom and dad, they used to throw like parties, like house parties. Because my dad, he had drug dealer friends, so he would sell to them. My mom would invite all of her like friends over. Yeah. And they'd have a party. Anthony and I, my older brother, were 10 months apart. We were both like, Anthony was like maybe 2, I was like 1 at the time. So we would be upstairs sleeping, downstairs rager going on. Like cocaine, like hard drugs being. My mom told me that she did like coke for like a month.
What?
And I was like, Mom, you did. Wait. I was like, let alone doing coke once. I was like, if you did coke once, that would blow my mind.
Oh my gosh.
But you did coke for like.
By the way, his mother, amazing mother.
Literally
now. Mother of 3, single mother.
Literally the
super strong,
super mom.
Independent. Maybe she doesn't want the story out there, but I don't know if she really listens to our podcast.
No, she doesn't.
Love you, Jessica.
Love you, Jessica.
She's powerful. Doesn't do it.
Literally my hero. But
best lady ever.
She told me this, and my brain.
Balls way gone.
Yeah, balls. Literally, she took me, castrated me, and chucked my balls over the fence.
Blown off like
blown
Nagasaki.
off. She took a slug, buckshot right to the balls.
Jaws on
the ground
in the basement.
My brain is in Mars.
Yeah.
Everything. I'm blown away. And I said,
cannot
Mom,
comprehend.
And I said, Mom, you're in your 20s with 2 infant children, and you're doing coke. I was like, that's awesome. And I was like, I love you so much more for that. I was like, that is the most badass thing you've ever told me. And she was laughing. She's like, okay. She's like, I don't do it anymore. Like, whatever. I was like, I didn't think you did. I was like, but if you still did coke, I was like, that would be nuts. But she doesn't.
She hides it well. She did.
I know. Functioning addict. But so she's coked up. She's wired.
God, what is your mom like on coke?
Right? You can imagine her now.
Oh my God.
My mom doesn't need drugs. It's almost like she's on drugs already.
Yeah.
Like she's just so loud, just energetic. But anyway, my dad, he was probably doing like crack or meth or something like that. And my dad, he's super paranoid. So he boards up all the windows on the house. And like the back door to the like back little patio, it's like a sliding glass door.
Yeah.
So he put like a giant thing of plywood on the door. And he plywooded all the windows, like boarded up the whole house basically.
Yeah. This is out of paranoia because he's like
he's worried.
Cliff knows.
Cliff threatened his life.
Yeah.
Said he's gonna shoot up the house. And because he's like, you fucked up my girl. He's like, this is all your fault, Josh. He's like, fuck you. And he's like, you and your girl are fucking dead.
Also, Cliff, you fucked it up.
Yeah.
You fucked up your wife. You cheated.
Yeah, you cheated. Also, are you that nuts, dude? Are you that nuts that you're going to blame you and Mia were blamed? Like, come on.
Why tell somebody and then threaten death again? Like, just don't tell anybody.
Exactly. Anyway, so
or just don't cheat.
Yeah, don't cheat, literally.
Or be a drug kingpin. Continue.
Yeah. Or if you're a drug kingpin, don't settle down with someone.
Yeah.
Literally, don't settle. Because you're a kingpin.
Yeah.
So anyway, he is like threatening my dad. My dad's paranoid, so he boards up all the windows, blah blah. And this is like during the middle of the party. And my dad, he's like, everyone shut the fuck up. He's like, turn off the music. And because he heard like a hacking sound. Like somebody like with an axe hacking wood. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, is somebody knocking on the door? He checks the front door, nobody's there. And he's like, everyone shut the fuck up. And he like everyone turns the music off, everyone's like quiet.
Were you at this party?
I was asleep upstairs, like 1 year old.
Like 1.8 years old.
Yeah, I was like infant Devin.
Yeah.
I was already potty trained.
Oh.
Yeah. My great grandmother I was potty trained at 17 months old.
Just say a year
and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway.
Yeah.
So everyone's dead silent. The party is stopped. The music is off. Everyone's literally like freaking out, wondering what's going on. And he's like, nobody fucking leaves. And he tells his boy Jimmy and Jose, he's like, get your guns, like let's go outside. And so he opens the glass door, and the hacking stops when he unlocks the door. And he's like, what the fuck? And he sees like axe marks on the back fence and like on the plywood into the screen, into the like glass door.
Yeah.
And so he runs outside, and all my mom's here is just like gunshots. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? And my dad told our good family friend at the time, Vidal, because he was like the life of the party, basically. He's like the big party guy. He's like, oh my God, Vidal. And he's like a hot like Puerto Rican guy. Or I think he's Dominican. But he's like, you know, the hot like party guy. Everyone's like, oh my God, like he's like Pitbull almost. And he just like
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, like anywhere he goes, it's party.
Yeah.
But he's really just like he's kind of a pussy, and he's just like very I shouldn't say that. Pussies are strong. He's kind of a coward.
Right.
And he just like, he's kind of a coward, and like when anything happens like that, he's like, I'm out. And so my dad was like, don't fucking call the cops, Vidal. And so, of course, Vidal calls the cops because he hears gunshots.
Yeah.
And nobody comes inside after, like, 10 minutes. He's like, what the fuck is going on? My mom's freaking out. She's upstairs. Like, you know, Anthony and I have woken up. We're crying, screaming. We don't know what... I mean, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
My mom told me all this. My dad and Jose and Jimmy all come back inside. Nobody's hurt. And he was like, yeah, that was Cliff. He was like, Cliff and his boys just came, and they tried to do a drive-by on the house. And he's like, but he wasn't able to because my dad boarded up all the windows.
Oh my God.
And so Cliff wanted to basically shoot up the party because he knew that my dad throws parties like that. And he's like, he was telling all of his boys, like, all right, like tonight we're going to go shoot up the party. Like everyone be ready, like fucking drive by. And they saw that everything's boarded up.
It's so crazy, the comparison that I was like, oh yeah, my fun little story. Like,
yeah, Cancun.
I had an allergic reaction.
Mine's like a fucking
you dodged
Sopranos drive by. I almost died that night. I literally, my mom and dad could have died that night.
Jesus.
Yeah, literally it could have been like, like
a Bruce Wayne situation. Yeah.
It could have been like a quadruple homicide.
Yeah.
Mass murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a party.
Yeah. Yeah. There was easily like 50 plus.
Wow.
So
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's when I know. That's young Jay. That was my young youth, my party days.
Yeah.
Those are my
Yeah, I used to party when I was like 1.
Used to do coke when I was 1.
Yeah. No.
But my Uncle Michael, dude, he's probably like the party guy in my family.
Yeah.
Or he used to be. My mom's brother. My mom's younger brother.
Right.
He had his...
Everybody's got an Uncle Mike.
Yeah, everyone's got an Uncle Mike. My Uncle Mike, or I call him Tio Mike. Because we're Cuban, so I'm like, hey, Tio Mike. Which sounds way cooler.
I'm white, so I say Uncle Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tio Michael, he was the party house, and he's a big beer guy. He loves beer, like IPA shit like that. And he used to throw like big parties and would bring his daughter Angel, who at the time was like 2 or 3, and she was like the life of the party. And he would like have her play like beer pong with everyone.
3-year-old?
Yeah, 3-year-old. And
Jeez.
And he would bring her to the party because it was at his house.
Oh, okay.
And so he would like have her at the party and shit. I mean, she wouldn't drink.
Yeah.
But like he had like, you know,
she was
sober.
Recovering alcohol.
DD, yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's in, you know, AA, but
she's like, I gotta ride my truck home.
I'm actually 30 days sober, guys.
Got my big wheel parked out. I'm DD, so.
Listen, if you just toss me the keys to the big wheel, I'll get you home. But yeah, man, party life.
Party life.
Man, would you ever do coke?
I would not.
Okay.
I feel like that's my rule for me. Is I know that I feel like I have a what some would say an addictive personality. I'm trying to kick this nicotine right now. I feel like if nothing up the nose for me. It scares me. I feel safe with weed and with the occasional, you know, psychedelic
Shrooms,
trip.
Yeah.
Because those are all beneficial.
Right.
I really do not see. I see more benefits in smoking weed than I do the like negative aspects of weed, and I see more of the positives in very occasionally experimenting with psychedelics. I do not see any benefits of experimenting with cocaine. Mm-hmm. I've seen it ruin so many people's lives. I saw it take Mac Miller's life.
Yeah.
I know it was a mixture of things, but like it scares me.
Start.
And
it's very addictive.
I don't judge people that have done it.
It's crazy that it's crazy how popular it is.
Yeah.
Like the amount of people that actually do coke. It's honestly nuts.
Yeah.
Like Joey Diaz is a regular coke user.
Yeah, and
like, that's nuts to me.
Like Mike Tyson has done crazy amounts of coke. And he's had a recent fight. He's 50-something years old.
One of the most like accomplished boxers.
So like ever. I know obviously a one-time use doesn't ruin your life. I have no interest in doing it.
Yeah.
And there isn't there shouldn't be shame in experimenting and never doing it again.
Right.
because there are people that want to try it and try coke and try heavy drugs.
I'll never do heroin or coke.
And never do that shit again.
I'll never do meth or like anything like that. Like that's just, I don't know.
And there are also people that are like understand the impacts of those drugs and then never have the curiosity to try them. Like me, like I don't.
Yeah.
I understand, but again, we're kind of like that with every drug. Like curious about weed, but not wanting to try it, and then being like, okay, like I'll have it. But you just really.
But I'm so happy with weed.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally like, I'm honestly I'm like I don't need to do anything more than this. I'm like shrooms. That's another thing, but that's more like for spiritual alignment. I feel like, and just like when
clarity
exactly, because it's like reality. It just crushes you. Like just the weight of the world, like society. It makes me feel small. It compresses me, and it makes me something that I don't want to be, because I'm trying to fit into this box that society has already made for me. And I'm like, but that's not who I am. And I'm like, I notice it at work a lot. I'm like, the jokes that I tell at work to people, or like the way I act at work, is not how I act with my friends. Yeah. I'm like, it's because of society. But I'm like, sometimes it's nice doing shrooms because it's like I get a break from that. And you need to escape from reality. I hate people who say that. And I was telling this to like my dad's side of the family, and like asked me why I do weed. And I was like, it's not because like I'm addicted or because I need it or because I want it. It's more or less like you just need to escape from reality for a few minutes. And they're like, that's not how you should think. Like that's awful. Like you should love reality. Blah blah. I'm like, well, what is reality? I was like, technically, what is reality? I was like, we don't know what it is. I was like, so how do I know that the reality that I'm experiencing while I'm high off weed and marijuana, how do I know that that isn't the real reality? And that what we're experiencing right now, this is just like what the veil that's been put in front of my eyes. Yeah. I'm like, we don't what know is consciousness?
How reality
works.
Is bent. Yeah. Because like we'll watch videos about people who have experienced DMT trips, which is the most powerful psychedelic known to men. Yeah. Known to mankind. It's like your body produces it naturally. It's
everything produces
your body
releases it. Every living thing produces it.
Yeah. When you die and when you're born, you release DMT. Right. It's the psychedelic modern god Terrence McKenna has said it's funny that it's illegal because it's a drug that's literally within you. You can access a DMT
through breathing techniques.
Yeah, you can, but
through Shakti yoga.
Yeah, a bunch of different breathing techniques, and you can access
literally
basically making yourself hyperventilate on oxygen. You can release DMT, but there are people that have had DMT trips and they've come out of it and felt like they just lived an entire life with this completely different family and kids and like house,
everything.
And this completely different reality that they loved them. And when they came back, they missed whatever that was. So who's to say that reality that he experienced isn't real?
Right. And it's like, how do I know where's my consciousness going when I'm experiencing this? Because it's like, how do I know that I'm conscious right now? Yeah. What there's not like a button that it's like, like wake up, like consciousness. Like how do I know that when I'm going to sleep in my dreams, like that is consciousness? Like what if that is actual reality and just like what we're experiencing right now, this is just a projection of our mind? That it's just basically we're just
same thing with
hallucinating.
Dreams. It's like you dream something and you wake up, you're like, wow, that was so real. Who's to say that wasn't real?
Who's to say that your ethereal spiritual energy body, your soul, what makes you, your ego, who's to say that didn't go to a different dimension or different time period and actually experience it? Because there's an infinite number of Keegans. There's an infinite number of Devins. There's a multiverse. There's multiple dimensions. So how do I know that my consciousness isn't just slipping into some of these and taking and like basically, hijacking a ride in my mortal flesh body? I'm like, what if I'm in dimension 129? And it's like, oh, my consciousness just slipped into one of my bodies.
But the thing is,
who knows?
There are people that
leave a comment. Floppers.
There are people that might need to escape reality, or everybody's crushed by reality in some sense of but there are people that don't ever do drugs or take a break from reality,
Which is good.
And they cope with it.
Yeah, good for you.
And so it's like, who are we to say that we need a break from reality? It helps us, and psychedelics help so many people. It yeah, will give us a break from
but
the reality
different. That's the thing.
Yeah, it helps us take a break from the reality that's crushing us, but it also helps you understand yourself better. It helps you get more connected to
it makes
the
you
earth.
more excited to go back to the world and just like be like, it gives me so much more appreciation for the little things that I take for granted. And I'm like, oh, like typically I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like this is, I'm like, there's no fun for it for me. And then I'm like, after I come back from just a cleansing spiritual trip like that, I'm like, like this is like, why am I so angry or against it? I'm like, this is everyday stuff. I have to do this every day. Yeah. I'm like, this isn't any different. And I'm like, get over it. Like
you look at people different. You look at human interaction different. I've had psychedelic experiences where I was literally observing the people I was with and the amount of laughter we were creating. Like it felt like laughter was just another mode of communication. It felt like the equivalent of like dogs barking. Like it was just how we communicated some kind of emotion. And you start observing people and how they communicate and the way that they gesture when they communicate and the way their body language is and the way that they look and the way that other people react.
And even certain the certain stereotypes these people fall into. Or it's like, oh, if you're a theater kid, like you do these things. Yeah. Or it's like, oh, if you're raised by this person, or like if you have this relationship with, like, for me, I noticed like how alike my mom and I are when I was tripping. Virus threat protection. We're all good. I don't have a virus. My computer just always.
Except Corona.
Oh.
You never got it.
No, I never did.
Dude, fucking get it.
I definitely got it. I was just asymptomatic. Yeah. There's no way I didn't get it. Yeah. I was exposed to so many people who had it.
We literally, when I had COVID, we had like a socially distanced smoke session. Yeah. We met somewhere in a park and we sat like 15 feet from each other and we were like.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, we both had our own Jeeves. We both had our own weed.
Yeah. We were talking from like. Yeah. Yeah. It was all we could do.
Oh, that was at Springfield Park in the pavilion. Yeah.
It was a little risky.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. But also, there's a lot of people that like have to do socially distance stuff to see their loved ones in times of quarantine.
In times of struggle.
But dude, we are almost out of this shit. So many people are getting vaxxed. So many people are
I'm sick of the mask.
Yeah.
People can't understand me when I'm waiting tables. I can't understand people. Yeah. I'm like, I don't.
And the people that naturally mumble.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, people who are like they don't have projection or enunciation in their voice. So it's just very hard to pick up what they're saying. I'm like, I can't understand. None of what you just said broke through your mask and made it to my ears.
And like, some people don't take into account the fact that they're wearing a mask and that they have to speak louder. Yeah. It's frustrating. I just saw a.
Also, I have to scream. Yeah. And then it hurts my voice.
I just saw a play recently. It was one of the first in-person plays I've seen throughout the pandemic. It was an absurdist play at Randolph-Macon College.
Shout out Randolph. Shout out the Fighting Bees.
Exactly.
What are they? Fighting Bees?
Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. Shout out Yellow Jackets.
The Fighting Bees. No, shout out my friend Kyle Ringley, Ginger God. He was my friend was in this play. It was an absurdist play, and
you're absurd.
So basically, what happened is I was like, oh, is it inside? Is it virtual? And my friends that took me, they were like, no, and then
not even close.
They're like, no, it's outside. I was like, oh, like is there seating? And they're like, no, like we're gonna walk around. I was like, it's a play, and so we get there. And we're like there's like 30 people in this like one location. Everybody that's watching has a mask. Everybody that's in the play also has a mask. So first of all, I just want to say.
Yeah, you don't know who the actors are.
Yeah. No, well, you know who the actors are because they're all wearing like 1920s kind of outfits and costumes and hats and shit. You know who's in the play.
That's funny. Okay.
But no fucking clue what the show was about. I don't think I was supposed to understand, but
right.
Basically, they moved different locations. So it all took place on this college campus, this play. Right. and they were like,
follow the cast around.
you had to follow the cast around. And so somebody would be like one of the characters was like, follow me, come on this way. And then everyone was like, all right, I guess we're moving.
God damn it.
And we moved to a ton of different locations all around the campus.
So funny.
It was so weird.
Have you done
really cool?
Have you done the Bethlehem walk?
The Bethlehem walk?
It's like, if you're, my mom used to be a Jesus freak.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything bad. Shout out Jesus.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to shout him out? Son of God.
No, yeah. Shout out Jesus. Love you, Jesus.
Love you, Jesus.
Love you, God, and I love how real you are.
Fingers crossed I was lying.
What's the Bethlehem walk?
It's so basically it's like you as a person experiencing like what Mary and Joseph had to go through before like Jesus was born. So you do like, and there's actors reenacting. So you're basically walking to like a model village, and this is typically at like a church.
See Mary and Joseph fighting over mortgage.
Want to getting divorced? Yeah. They're like, why did we come to Bethlehem? Yeah.
What do you mean there's no room in the stable?
Yeah, you see them like go to every fucking house in Bethlehem and get turned down, and you see, yeah, and they're just like getting more.
Yeah. And Mary's like, I'm gonna burst. Like, this baby's coming.
Yeah, her water's like broken. She's
Yeah.
just like soaked on the donkey.
Couldn't get a
just,
rental
like,
car.
Yeah, couldn't get Hertz to come and get them a
They're like,
ride.
Hertz gave us a donkey.
Where's the Uber? Yeah, they're like, fuck. So you see them go to the stable. You just see like all the you see her like give birth to Jesus. Like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool, but
the actress doesn't literally.
No, she's not actually pregnant and giving birth to a live human.
Yeah.
She's more or less faking it and wearing clothes and lying and deceiving the crowd like Judas.
Acting.
You know, she's committing blasphemy against the church, and it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
But it's entertaining.
And where does this take place, this Bethlehem walk?
A lot of churches do it.
Not just Bethlehem?
Bethlehem Church.
No, I don't know.
Not just Bethlehem. That's a city.
They're touring internationally?
Okay. So Bethlehem does it.
Okay. They're coming to DC, then they're coming to
Philly. I'd book my tickets at Bethlehem.
Yeah. It was like the Bethlehem walk.
Yeah.
But it sucked because I was like, this is such an interesting premise for a play, is to be walking around and choreograph different locations for you to walk around, and then they like, you know, the audience was walking and there's another character like propped up by a tree, like he's ready for the next scene. And and
that's kind of cool.
But they all had masks on, and it was outside, and it was
hot.
So hard to hear them. No, it was at night.
Oh.
But like
pitch black.
The funniest thing,
no lights.
There were like lamps and lanterns. They were holding lanterns.
Bring me the oil lamp.
There was one scene where we walked, and it was in the middle of a fountain. There was a fountain in like the middle of a courtyard.
Someone just trips and falls in it.
Yeah, no, that would be funny. Yeah. But easily somebody could have just walked into the scene and like fucked with people way too easily. But there was like a big fountain area, and they were all walking around it with lanterns and saying like their own line. They're like, there's no time, or something like that. And I was high watching this, so I was like, it was so strange. I was like, what? And everybody just was walking around you.
There's no time. Send a raven.
And you had to be like, fucking go, because then they're like, let's go, move onward. And you're like, oh, I guess we're
onward, brethren.
I guess we're going. And it was cool because like it was
night moves fast.
It was the only play you could stop watching by just like staying where you were.
Mm-hmm.
But they all had masks on, and anytime they turned, all their dialogue was lost. And I was like,
bad actors.
These fucking masks. It's tough. But yeah, I You want to wrap up the podcast? Yeah, we can wrap it up soon.
Good ending spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we want to wrap it up,
wrap it.
I just want to say,
stamp it.
This is the last pod we do for a while. If this is the last one. For now.
I thought this is probably my favorite one that we've done. I think.
This has been fun.
This one I think was really smooth.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of the plan material, which I liked.
Yeah.
I love not sticking to the plan.
But
it's my favorite. But
I'll be away for a while.
He's going to be gone. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be trying to do my own solo podcast, so look out for that.
This maybe is our last Flop Sweat in Virginia.
Yeah.
Because Flop Sweat might continue in Los Angeles.
It will continue in Los Angeles. I will be going out to LA, hopefully by the new year. But I may be out there as soon as August, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But
I'm moving out there Monday. I'm gonna drive cross country with my dad.
Yeah.
I'm leaving on the 10th, and it'll take 5 days. We're gonna drive the whole nation, and then we're taking some cool stops. We're going through Nashville.
Not the whole nation, but the continuous.
And then Oklahoma.
The lower 48 you'll be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also driving through Phoenix, Arizona,
Wow.
and then we're driving through Roswell, New Mexico, so I can see the UFO museum, which will be cool. But and then I'll be in LA, and then Devin will come visit me in like July.
So we'll probably have a special episode out for that.
Yeah. And if we start our own solo potties, look out for them.
Yeah, I want to do my own solo, but I mean it's gonna be tough. I gotta get a schedule going.
Yeah.
That's I think that was one of the hardest things for us was just schedule wise.
Yeah, because we're always working or in between jobs.
We're exactly. So it's just, and we love podcasting. We love it. It's a lot. But
we're not under contract. We don't have to do it.
Exactly. So sorry if you guys really love us and you want more episodes. We're gonna try to get better about that.
Yeah.
But just to let you know, we're gonna be on a big break.
Yeah.
So you won't be hearing from us for a while. So.
And we got a few pods stewing.
Yeah, we've got
we got a few in the chamber.
We've got 5 that we haven't posted. So
yeah,
we'll get those out there. But yeah, look out for Devin Gatto. I'll hopefully be on Spotify soon. I want to get my own podcast out there. I would like to just do solo. Maybe Twitch. Honestly, I might be live streaming.
Yeah.
I want to start gaming.
That'd be so great to see you do Twitch.
Yeah, I really want to start gaming. I want to do a Red Dead series because I think that'd be fun.
And if we ever have our own solo podcast, I'll have you call in.
Yeah, we'll call in. Yeah. So we'll figure it out. But I mean, I've got my mic and equip. So.
But if this is the last one, I hope everybody knows that
we love you.
We love you, and
we support you.
It's not the last one. I shouldn't say that.
No, it's not the last. Last one in Virginia.
For now, yeah.
For now. Last one in VA. But
this has been wonderful doing this. I'm so happy we started this and that we're doing this.
Me too. And that we're going to continue to do this.
Yeah.
I only see the show getting bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great. I love joking around with you.
Me too.
Coming up with hee-hees and ha-has.
Me too.
Just shooting the shit.
Exactly.
In different we're always in a different setup.
And I like how this episode, it was pretty clean.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and steer away from the curse. From the potty.
From the curse of cursing.
From the curse of curse.
But this shit is fun, and I think when I go to Los Angeles,
this fucking shit is so tight like ass.
Oh my god, tight like ass. I'm gonna have a lot of stories that I want to be able to tell, and so I think that'll be a good
solo.
Good solo. I'll be able to inform you.
What would you name your potty?
I don't know. The Keegan Manning Experience.
Devin Gatto Mystery Hour.
I think you gotta go with Gotta Go. Or something.
Devin Presents Gotta Go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know what my podcast name would be. I gotta settle in out there and figure it out, but
new episode of Gotta Go.
Exactly. That'd be kinda cool.
That actually sounds good.
Yeah, I like that.
I bounced around that idea.
Yeah. And we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll
figure it out. We'll reconvene in the future. But
we'll figure it out.
This friendship ain't over, and this pod ain't over. So
friendship was never in question.
Don't be getting your heads up. Don't be getting your
get your heads up. Look at the video, but
don't be getting your hopes up.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
This has been another Flop Sweat pod. I'm Keegan Manning.
I'm Devin Gatto.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Peace. Bye.